today's news, Truffle's Whispers of Summer launch.
North Sangman dies in a freak accident, and we're also following reports on a local businessman who was shot during a robbery.
Live interview with Crystal Kanak Abel from the Department of Disaster Management.
Dr. Michael Turnbull launches a laundromat.
USVI AgriFest 2020 starts off with a bang.
And 14 U.S. citizens test positive for coronavirus on a cruise ship. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
What you really running for, boss? You could have bust a hole in your head. But see with the competition, which means about to bust a hole in your pocket.
I could get my modem, please.
Anyhow, I got something huge to show you.
I gotta be sick in your head.
The whole on string bean, Tina kind of party. Check this. That's LTE1 for just about everyone. LTE2 for you and your boo. And hold on. Bam! Rate so low, you feel like you're free. That's LTE3 for you and the whole family.
Save even more on your internet with new pricing from CCT. Get LTE 2 now for only $149. Get LTE 3 for the new low price of $189. All packages are unlimited, so there's no overage charge. You don't have to run into Chaz for savings. Just stop by our store and sign up today. Come on over to CCT. Life Unlimited.
Welcome, everybody. It's Monday, February 17, 2020. I am Kyla Kenesha Forbes.
And I am Javon Wilson, of course, welcoming you to another wonderful edition of 284 News, where we deliver local, regional, and international content. Viewers will get straight into your news for today. The Stop and Wash Laundromat has been officially launched. Now, after a year of consistent planning and commitment, local entrepreneur and pastor Michael Turnbull has launched yet another business venture. This time around, a top-of-the-line laundromat conveniently positioned on Mayor's Hill next to the Rudy's Lookout. Now, viewers, as you can see, beautiful building, newly constructed. I mean, it's really amazing. The laundromat is outfitted with elite washers and dryers and a convenient and comfortable space to do your laundry. It is also very family friendly. Nestled on Mayor's Hill, it overlooks the sea, so persons utilizing the service can indulge in the scenery, snack, or just simply chit-chat on the well-constructed outdoor benches. Plus, you have the added benefit, get this, Kyla, free Wi-Fi.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Of course, there is a television, and according to Mr. Turnbull, there will be free bush tea on Saturdays, and for persons who are just dropping off their laundry, of course, when they pick up, they're also entitled, I'm hearing, to a free cookie. So great stuff there from definitely a laundry with a twist, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm loving it. Definitely loving it.
All right, so added to the advantage of having a convenience place to do your laundry, Dr. Turnbull expanded on the drop-off service, which he says will be a strong suit for the business to accommodate busy persons. Dr. Turnbull said the $200,000 plus out-of-pocket investment was a long-time dream of his father, Pastor Melvin Turnbull, and was inspired by a need to serve persons forced to travel all the way, Kyla, from the western side of the island to Road Town to do their laundry. Of course, a need that was further exemplified post-Irma. Now, during the launch on Saturday, Dr. Turnbull delivered quite an emotional vote of thanks to all the persons that contributed. You know, and one of the things I love, Kyla, is, you know, the fact that he really utilized local talent. He really acknowledged and celebrated every person who was a part of, you know, that becoming, that dream becoming a reality manifesting. And so he spoke to the contractors, he spoke to the persons who held him, who carried him through the process, paying special homage to his father and his family. So it was really incredible to watch. But he also highlighted the importance of businesses in the community. As a result of this new business, 3 persons now have a brand new job. So that's really, really good. Now, already a seasoned businessman, Dr. Turnbull is also the owner of the Wellness Center. For those of you who know, very popular for what they do, a center that is designed to improve the medical health of women, children, and families in the Virgin Islands. So we just want to say congratulations to what I would consider to be a very young, vibrant entrepreneur for, of course, just extending his borders and simultaneously filling a community need.
Agreed.
And, of course, providing employment opportunities for persons here in the British Virgin Islands.
I agree. Congratulations to Dr. Turnbull and the entire Turnbull family. You can see from those clips that the family came out and just supported him, and the fact that he was able to make this dream that was once his father come through. Awesome stuff.
Awesome stuff, and we're looking forward, of course. I'm going to be there with my laundry basket
Of
maybe
course.
this weekend.
I love it. This Saturday, get some bush tea.
Yes,
Amazing
I mean,
stuff.
It doesn't get any better than that. It really doesn't.
So more great news for local entrepreneurs in the BVI. So over the weekend, lead designer and owner of Truffle Designs, we all know her, Kristen Fraser. She launched her newest collection, Whispers of Summer. First of all, Javon, I just love how that rolls off the tongue. It just sounds so exotic, and this line truly is. The Truffle team led guests over to the island of Cooper Island, where they indulge in fun, fashion, entertainment, great vibe, and that one thing a woman cannot resist: great shopping deals.
That was the best part.
Yes. The 284 media team was present at the event, and we had an amazing time. If you missed it, viewers, no worries, I have you covered. Here's a chance to experience the event through our eyes. Take a look. Welcome, viewers. We are here in paradise. Can you guess where we are? Well, if you guessed correctly, we are here at Truffle's new launch for her new line, Whispers of Summer. If you know Kristen and her crew, you know that she puts on the best parties. So stick with us and see what's in store. Welcome to Whispers of Summer. Viewers, an amazing weekend, and that was just the sneak peek. We have the full feature for you at a later date with all those interviews. We interviewed Kristen, her mom, sponsors. It was just an amazing, amazing event. In the highlight, you saw our amazing Javon. She ripped the runway over there. So yeah.
It was an incredible experience, and it's always so mesmerizing, so refreshing to be a part of anything that Kristen does.
Yes.
I think not just speaking to her creativity, but her personality, who she represents, who she is as a person. I think that's the charisma and, you know, the character that we fall in love with, and it shines through her designs. I know she said to me today that the line was actually inspired by the drink
series.
Right.
Yeah.
I was surprised by that, but she just really wanted it to chronicle the feeling, the look of summer, the essence of summer, and she wanted persons, tourists, and locals alike to be able to experience that through her
work, her fashion,
absolutely.
Everything, like you said, Kristen. And she's another entrepreneur that really tries to highlight local talent, entrepreneur. She's amazing. I also have on my Truffle handmade band today to work. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. So once again, congratulations to Kristen and her team.
You know what I loved too about this event? Usually you get a ticket to go to an event. Kristen actually managed to, I don't know how she pulled this one off, but she managed to get a bracelet made. That was your token to the event. A bracelet made from the Sands of the British Virgin Islands, and that was, of course, made into a bracelet.
Yes,
And that was a token for you to attend the event. So, I mean, when you think about Kristen, you just think about a creative genius who
Agreed.
continues to just show national pride. You know, she loves the British Virgin Islands, and it shines through her work.
I agree. So if you've never been to a truffle event, you definitely should.
All right, we're still ahead. We are live with a representative from DDM, of course, to speak about their upcoming initiatives and a lot more when we return with more 284 News.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for calling CCT. Trumpet speaking. How can I help? Well, so you know February is the month of love. Yes, and we all love data. And because we love you so much, yes, we decided to give double data. But wait, let me slow it down for you. Follow my voice. Activate any hero plan, double data. Activate any 2 gig plan, double data. It don't stop there. Pay your bill before February 12th and have a chance to win a lunch or dinner for 2. Yes, I said it. For 2.
Double the data and double the fun when you fall in love with our deals for the month of February. Activate a hero plan or 2 GB data plan and get double data. That's enough for you and your boo or your crew. And don't miss out on the chance to win lunch or dinner for 2 if you pay your bill before February 12th. Activate any hero plan or 2 GB data plan. Come enjoy the month of love on us.
Thank you for calling CCT. Have a blessed day. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for calling CCT. Trumpet speaking. How can I help? Well,
They keep us safe, they keep us informed, especially in times of natural disasters. And today we are so honored to be joined by Miss Crystal from DDM. Kyla, over to you.
Thank you so much, Javon. We're here with Miss Crystal Kenyak Abel. I got it right. Yes. How are you, Crystal?
I'm really good. Thank you for having me, Kyla.
All right. So Crystal is the Information and Education Manager over at the Department of Disaster Management. When people hear about the Department of Disaster Management, we quickly think about hurricanes, and people are like, well, we're not quite there yet. But the department actually has some initiatives coming up surrounding tsunamis. So let's talk a little bit about that. The first one event is actually on the 2nd of March.
That's right.
So tell me a little bit about that one.
That is our Tsunami Run Walk. Basically, it's a chance to practice before the bigger practice that we'll talk about. So we're doing it starting from 6 a.m. on the HL Stout public holiday. So if people want to get an early start, get some exercise, and maybe get some safety in with their day off, we're going to have 5 different locations to start from. 3 on Tortola, which are the starting points are Fat Hogs Bay, in town by the DDM office next to Bolo's, and in Carrot Bay at the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
Okay. And so this is basically, so we have the routes here, and this is basically just a quick exercise. People come out, and so you just meet at those points. So that's Fat Hogs Bay at the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
That's right.
Or in town, it's at the DDM office, and in Carrot Bay, it's also at the Seventh-day Adventist Church. So persons just have to meet at this meeting point.
That's right.
And then they would participate in the walk.
Right.
Correct?
That's right.
Okay, and this is just basically a warm-up for the bigger event, which we will talk a little bit about now, which is the Carib Wave. So tell us, what is the Carib Wave?
So this, it's exercise that happens all across the region, like you said. In any given year, up to 600,000 persons might participate up and down the chain. And what we want people to do is to really test what they would do if there were an actual tsunami. So whether you're at work, whether you're at home, at school, you would hear that alarm go off, and you would go ahead and head to high ground. In this case, we're doing it as an earthquake and tsunami exercise.
Okay.
So First you drop, cover, and hold on, and then you go ahead and get to your evacuation
And
point.
this initiative, the Carib Wave, actually take place on March 19th.
That's right.
So is it at a specific time, or you just basically have to wait for the alarm to go off?
It's going to be around 10 a.m.
Okay, around 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So people will be at work, most likely, some people,
Mm-hmm.
and organizations can sign up to be a part of this Carib Wave.
Yes.
How much persons approximately have you seen signing up for this exercise?
I don't have numbers offhand, but I've definitely had a lot of calls from the private sector, from law firms, from a couple of different organizations, like service clubs that want to participate. And we do know that this year all the public service are participating.
Okay, great. So tell the people why it's important to be a part of exercises such as this one.
The main thing with exercises is that you get a chance to really practice and get it to the muscle memory of what you should do in an emergency. We all know that in a real emergency, fears are heightened, there's a sense of panic, you have that fight or flight response, and what we want to do is be so well practiced in what we should do during an emergency that we don't have to think about it. No matter how much fear we feel in our body, we're still gonna do the safe thing and the right thing.
Great. So, as you said, because I think people kind of take it for granted. This probably would never happen to us. But recently in the region, we've seen a lot of heightened activities. We have seen some in Puerto Rico, which is right neighboring island next to us. And we actually saw a huge earthquake off the coast of Jamaica. So we want to stress how important it is to kind of, like you say, to practice. How can persons sign up for this initiative?
So we have an online registration form which people can find on our DDM Facebook page or website. We also have these really handy posters that we're distributing to participants, and they have the nice QR code that you can scan. Also, if you don't do tech, just call us at the office 468-4200 and we'll get you signed up.
So what if an organization just wants to participate but hasn't gotten a chance to sign up? What would you say to them?
It's never too late. I mean, you can sign up to the day before, but also, even if you didn't sign up, you can still participate. You can still test your plans. You can see how long it would take you to get to your assembly point and learn something from the exercise, which is what we hope everyone will do.
Okay, great. So, BVI Public, you heard it here. Make sure you come out. There's a practice run before the practice run.
That's right.
One is on March 2nd, and the other one, the Carib Wave, is on March 19th. Come out, sign up, and just be a part of this practice exercise. Anything you would like to tell the persons before we go?
I just really hope everyone participates so they can be ready just in case this happens here.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Crystal.
Thank you, Kyla.
Javon, right over to you.
Good stuff from, of course, Crystal and the team there at DDM. Viewers, remember, precaution is always better than a cure. It's important that we be prepared, especially because we live in a disaster-prone region. We have to move right along onto some daunting reports coming out of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force. Firstly, we see a local businessman who was shot in the leg following a robbery on February 15th. 2020. Now, according to the reports, the businessman was confronted outside his Free Bottom home by a lone gunman who demanded cash and jewelry. The perpetrator carted off with gold and diamonds, but not before firing a shot to the businessman, who is now, of course, nursing a bullet wound to the leg. The victim managed to haul his way to help close by and was subsequently transferred to the Dr. De Orlando Smith Hospital for medical attention. Our newsroom heard that the victim is in a stable condition as the bullet went through his leg. Now, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force said that they are actively investigating the accident, and persons with pertinent information are, of course, encouraged to contact the nearest police station. Now, since the incident, many locals have voiced their opinions on the current, what they're calling, lack of measures in place to protect local entrepreneurs. That discussion, of course, continues right here at 284 Media, but for now, we'd like to send best wishes to the victim as he recovers. Then on to a daunting story across the borders, of course, on the beautiful island of Virgin Gorda. Residents are in a state of shock across the BVI following a freak accident that resulted in the death of 69-year-old Mr. Norwell Cricky. In the most unforeseeable of circumstances, the victim allegedly got out his bus to either open or close the gate. Of course, that is yet to be confirmed, and was crushed to death when his vehicle rolled over and pinned him down. He was soon pronounced dead by health officials. The victim was a resident of the North Sound community in Virgin Gorda. Our condolences, of course, goes out to his family and friends in this time of bereavement. Viewers, still ahead, USVI Agri-Fest off to a great start, and 14 U.S. citizens test positive for the coronavirus following a cruise ship tour. All this and more when we return to 84 News.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media at cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
When you need to stay connected with friends and families at home or abroad, the best choice for you is Freedom. CCT Freedom. With the lowest rates in the market, our Freedom plan gives you unlimited calls and texting. Plus, our Freedom One package includes 10 gigabits of super fast, unlimited LTE data and unlimited calls to the BVI, USA, USVI, Canada, Puerto Rico, and UK lines. Why pay for overages when you can enjoy CCT Freedom? Stop by at one of our stores today and speak with one of our representatives to find out more about our CCT Freedom packages.
Viewers, welcome back to 284 News. Now, this Saturday, more happening. A lot has happened this weekend, Siobhan. So this Saturday, the USVI held their 2020 Agriculture and Food Fair over on the island of St. Croix. The weekend-long festival is a celebration and exhibition of local produce, livestock, and handmade products. The event showcased many facets of Virgin Islands culture as it showcased the island's agriculture, arts and craft, fashion, entertainment, and so much more. Javon, what was amazing to see was actually a local delegation traveled across the waters to attend the fair. A free ferry service was provided by our local government. The government encouraged all farmers and fish folks to take advantage of this opportunity. Honorable Neville Sheep-Smith was actually a part of the delegation that traveled to the fair. He said the trip was to reignite agriculture in the BVI. So, Javon, I think I want to talk just a little bit about the importance of agriculture. Just reading about the Agri-Fest over on St. Croix, it's just, I feel like it was very enticing to see, it was just awesome to see, really.
It was definitely, the beautiful part about it is, this is 49 years.
The 49th, yes.
It's 49 years strong. I think that's something we here in the BVI can look at, we can model and definitely learn from as we try to revitalize our very own agricultural industry. When we look across the borders in St. Croix, and you look at an event that's been ongoing for 49 years, and you realize
it's a big event.
Absolutely. You realize, and even though it was challenged recently with funds being stolen, the vendors' fees that were paid, about $27,000, I think, to be exact, being stolen from the committee. Just seeing them being able to persevere and push forward on this initiative is incredible. But it really just speaks to, agriculture, the prospects of agriculture as an industry. For one, it's an opportunity for persons to, generate revenue. When you also look at the fact that it guarantees food security, and that's something we've been pushing for here in the British Virgin Islands. So
I think we have to always realize that agriculture will always be important.
Absolutely.
Maybe it is seen as one of those sectors where maybe, not as glamorous or probably back in the days,
Right.
but like you said, food security
It's
is
important.
always needed in the Caribbean. So it's very important, and it's amazing to see right across the waters them emulating
Right.
such thing in the agriculture.
We should never let go of that drive. In the past, the BVI has survived on agriculture, even though that was years ago. And especially post-Irma, in times of disaster, I think at those pivotal points, we realize most importantly how important food security is. So I'm very happy to see, like Honorable Neville Sheep Smith said, this is our opportunity to reignite our passion and our interest in the
I
industry.
agree. And actually, at the Governor Albert Bryan, he made remarks at the AgriFest, and he was adamant in the point that it has to be a deliberate effort
Absolutely.
in
That's it.
to pass on farming for upcoming generations, because even over there in the USVI, it seems as interest is being lost, and it has to be deliberate, as he said.
Well, the world is changing, and there are newer, and I guess more viable, more interesting economies, industries
Of course.
on the rise. But we cannot let go, pertinent, important industries like these that feed us,
I agree.
our bread and butter. All right, viewers, we have to move right along. We're running out of time. We're hearing that 14 Americans who were among hundreds evacuated from a quarantine cruise ship off Yokohama, Japan on Sunday have tested positive for the novel coronavirus that has claimed nearly 1,800 lives in a growing outbreak in China. Now, more than 300 U.S. citizens and their immediate family members who had been passengers on the Diamond Princess cruise ship were taken off the vessel and repatriated back to the United States on 2 chartered flights that landed at the Travis Air Force Base in California and the Lackland Air Force Base in Texas early Monday. Now, in a statement, a Department of State spokesperson said today that the American evacuees were all deemed symptomatic and fit to fly before processed for evacuation. But during the evacuation process, after passengers had left the ship and gone to the airport, U.S. officials received notice that 14 passengers had been tested 2 to 3 days earlier. They had tested positive for the virus, the disease, of course, that we're all so scared of. They said these individuals were moved in the most expeditious and safe manner to a specialized containment area on the evacuation aircraft to isolate them in accordance with standard protocols. The State Department made the decision to allow the 14 individuals who were in isolation, separated from other passengers and who continued to be asymptomatic, to remain on the aircraft to complete the evacuation process after a consultation with health officials, according to the statement. The Diamond Princess has been on quarantine since February 3rd, Kyla, after a man who disembarked in Hong Kong was diagnosed with the virus. As you can see there, that young man is literally on the outskirts of the cruise ship because he was so scared and worried about contracting the virus. Now, the outbreak continued to grow even today as the death toll rose to 1,772, and the number of confirmed cases reached 70,000, over 70,000, Kyla, in China. So there is a lot of information there to process. We want to continue, even as the BVI being one of those regions where we are in constant interaction with tourists and, of course, persons across the region, the Caribbean region, being that tourism is one of the more prominent industries in the Caribbean region. We want to also ensure that we're in the consistent and constant process of protecting ourselves. I know we have been reassured by the Ministry of Health, of course, under the stalwart leadership of Honorable Carvin Malone, and of course the team over there at BVI, the Health Services Authority, and everyone else who's involved in the process, everyone who are at our security borders. We have been safeguarding ourselves somewhat. Well, we want to continue to watch this virus because,
Definitely.
it has been considered a pandemic already.
It's a serious thing. But viewers, we have to go.
Yes.
That's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to log on to our website at 284media.com. Also, like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter.
All right, viewers, of course, we are so happy to be here. Another edition of 284 News. You can join us again tomorrow. That is Tuesday, of course. Same time, 3 p.m., as we deliver your local dose of your daily dose, of local, regional, and international content. Of course, yours truly, Javon Wilson, here for 284 News.